Hey everyone, welcome to my very first YouTube video. My name is Daisy. I'm 38 years old and I'm originally from Houston, Texas. Just a little bit of background on myself. I have two girls, Jenica and Phoenix, and I absolutely have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just rolling with it today. Have no idea what this is going to be about. I do have a little bit of content that we're going to be talking about a little bit later, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of a background on myself. Some of my hobbies are reading. I like to talk, obviously. That's why I'm doing this. I want to just get to know people. I want people to get to know me. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter at thatgirldaisy. So I asked you guys for some questions on Twitter so that you guys could get to know me a little bit more, just so that we can, break the ice a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the very first question was from Berenice on Twitter. And it says, what is something you like to do that other people would probably consider weird if they knew? Well, I have a sick head. So I love to watch like murder documentaries, and because I want to know everything. I want to know who did it, where's the murder weapon. I want to know how much jail time did they get away with it. I want to know all the details. So I love to watch those kinds of documentaries. Question number 2. It's also from Berenice. If you had to describe yourself in 5 words, what would they be? Well, I'm funny. I'm caring. I care for people. I'm selfless. I like to do other things for other people, or, on my spare time and volunteer or something. I'm very, I'm nice to everyone. I try to be polite. And also I'm very determined. So whenever I, want to achieve a goal, I just go ahead and I set my mind to it, and I do my best to achieve it. Question number 3. This one's also from Berenice. What goals do you have for the next 5 years? Actually, I'm really wanting to either buy a house or start building a house, because, I feel like my girls and I are very established where we are right now. And so I want to make sure that there is something that they can have, if anything ever happens to me. I want to set some roots somewhere. So that's very important to me. And so I'm working on that this year. So building a house, and also my oldest daughter is starting college in 2 years. So I want to make sure that she's, set for that, and she doesn't have to worry about, loans or money or anything like that. So we're actually getting ready for that now, so that whenever she does get ready to go, we'll be set. Question number 4, and that one is from Brandon. Shout out to you, Brandon. Other than Logic and Silas, what type of music do you like to listen to? Quite honestly, I like to listen to all kinds of music. I'm a big fan of praise and worship music. Some of my favorite artists are Lauren Daigle. I love Hillsong United. I love Toby Mac. NF, I know, is kind of, on the verge of, being hip hop, and so he's like Christian also. Those are some of my favorite artists in that genre. I also like all kinds, honestly. Hip hop. I like Mexican music, so I have a lot of like really favorite artists in Spanish music. Jay-Z. I like Eminem. Honestly, I listen to pretty much everything. I listen to country music. I listen to 80s music. Fleetwood Mac is one of my favorite bands from, back in the day. So pretty much everything. I'm really open to any new artists that you want to suggest or anything like that. I'm really open. But currently, my favorites are, of course, Logic and Silas. Okay, and the 5th and final question is from my niece Eileen, and it says, you are stuck on an island and you have 3 books in your bag. What book do you have and why? Well, the very first book I would have would definitely be How to Survive on an Island, because I don't know how to do that. I can't rough it anywhere. So I would need to have something to tell me how I could survive. The second book would be pretty much anything from John Grisham. I really love his style of writing. Stephen King as well. Anything like Dolores Claiborne, any of his old stuff. Needful Things is also a really good book. And it's really big, so it'll take a long time to read. And probably the third book would probably Supermarket, just because it's just different from anything that I've ever read. So it kind of took me out of my comfort zone. So definitely a how-to book on how to survive on an island, anything by John Grisham or Stephen King, and Supermarket by Logic. So those were all the questions. I really appreciate everybody that sent me the questions. Shout out to you guys, Berenice, Brandon, and Eileen. So that's my whole video. So you guys, I don't know how I did. Hopefully I did good, and you guys will tune in next week. You know, I'm going to try to post a video, you know, once a week, once every 2 weeks, just to kind of keep you guys updated on what's going on. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I mean, I know I'm not going to get like 1 million subscribers or anything, but everybody counts. So go ahead and subscribe and like it. Leave a comment if you want, or follow me on Twitter. And thanks again for watching.